Top, you're going live,
We'll
right?
do it live.
Okay.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
Check it out now. I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous, you heard of us. Official Queensbridge murderers. The mob comes equipped.
What up? What up? What up? What up?
Yo.
Welcome to Queens Baseball Live, episode 5, right? Number 5 already? God damn,
Number
that's
5.
crazy. Man, the time flies. Got my guy Top. What's up? What's good, Top?
What's goody, man? How y'all feeling?
Producer Rick, who's in the camera. What's good? Paying him double.
Salud, bro. I'm tagging in today to help. We got guys on PTO, so I'm here, baby.
We gotta talk about that. What's up with all this PTO? I got Jay Fern. What's good?
What up, man? Shout out to the boys who on PTO. Must be nice.
Must be nice. I see they got the DR theme. I said Ricky, who's he's been actually recruited for the DR team, but it's another shit we gotta talk about. But yeah, we got some fellas in the PTO. We've been doing the show for 5 weeks, and I guess they accumulated the time. Some of it's been on the review. One of y'all's in DR, which is crazy. The ones in Florida, so I'm actually jealous. But the show must go on. So we got a couple of things to talk about, but like we started the last segment, and appreciate everybody who's in the space. Promise y'all we'll do a little bit earlier to get some more people in there. We like last week, we did around the MLB, and we want to continue that. So let's see what's up this week. All right, LOL Braves #LOL Braves. Hold on, first of all, before I say his name, how you sign a dude for 3 years and you're only gonna have him for a year and a half? Jurickson Profar, holy shit, what a buffoon! 81 games last year suspension, and he followed up with a double, 162 games, which is kind of funny though because it kind of puts them under the threshold, which is they're probably I guess happy about that. But LOL Braves. Then we got Mr. Johan, 80 game suspension. Was that the same week, guys? Because that one I know that came out after.
It was literally like back to back, bro.
Oh, because they announced it. Okay. Yeah. In division, right, Jay Fern? So I know you're gonna talk about that. So real quick, we're gonna talk about the WBC. So you know what I'm saying. Freaking Korea just demolish Czechoslovakia. And the Chinese lost to Australia, so that's interesting. Chinese always got a competitive team, but they lost the first game at least. And Starling Marte, our guy, signs 1-year deal with the Royals, the team that was interested in him last year. So
let me ask you a question about Marte real quick, Pope.
Yeah, go ahead.
What do you consider good signing for Marte as a Met? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
I think it was a good signing, right? All-star first year. Put up some good numbers. I would say it was a good signing for our guy Billy Epler.
Yeah, vibes. The fourth year, injuries didn't help. I think that's something that was worrisome about him. Played a hell of a defense until the last year and change. Good Met, man. I know he was supporting with Juan Soto coming here. You saw him the first year in 2022 trying to recruit him. So
bring him, man, during that. The home run derby,
hitting him in the chest and all that. Come on, man, with the Dominican vibes.
Started that recruitment early.
Hell yeah, and even for that, like even if he was 6% of why Juan Soto came, then yeah, good vibes. And he found it, and it's a major league contract from where I know. So that's something super important. But going back to LOL Braves, it is time for Mets fans to start making fun of the Braves. Yes, because if this was us, they'll be killing us about this. If it was one of our guys that got suspended for back-to-back, by the way.
Back-to-back. You can't forget that. That's key.
Yeah, man.
And it tells you everything about Jurickson Profar when it comes to the 2024 season. And the fact that was a fluke, man. I mean, he was probably using then in his last year for the Padres. So, look, it's not like he got the ridiculous amount of money, but he did get a 3-year deal, and now you're only playing a year and a half. So I don't know if you guys got anything on that.
Yo, I was gonna say, did you see the clip of the reporter asking Profar questions, and one of the questions were like, "Hey, did you did you make sure that whatever you did this off season like was safe? And you guys want to see the clip because I got it. If y'all want to,
Yeah, please.
Absolutely.
Let me pull that up. Give me one second because this is hilarious, bro. Let's laugh. Let's take a moment to laugh at this guy for a second. Give me 1 second here while I share my screen. All right, you guys got it, right? Let me.
Yeah, you good.
All right, here we go. Let's listen to it. I'll play the whole thing.
Come here and get ready for the season. You know, last year wasn't a really good year for me and the team, but you know the team is looking really good.
Right here. Watch this question coming up.
You know, just here and ready to help the team make the postseason and go from there.
Did you do anything this offseason to like make sure that mix-up that happened before never happens again, like type of deal?
Yes.
Deal.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yes.
You didn't understand the question.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
See?
Oh man! You
Oh
love
God!
it,
With the Cunha Jr. in the jersey in the back row, Rick, you're the best. This is why you get the big bucks or the no bucks or the no bucks. Sorry about that. And we got to pay him twice, Dave Fern. So I don't know what we're gonna do about that.
man.
Take
I love
installments,
it.
Ricky, or
Bro, whatever. I'll take whatever. But listen, on the profile shit, like the Braves are considered a good organization. I think we all recognize that. We all know that. But it's nice to see these things happen to them. So I don't feel bad. I think he signed for another year, right? I think I think he signed a 3-year, $42 million deal. So it's nice to see. So hold that.
I don't think he likes money because he's losing it. Like, bro, what are you doing, man?
That's right, because he's not getting none of that. So yeah, you're right.
Well.
I just never understood players that get caught after the first time. Like, to me, it was Cano. Like, I never understood it. Henry Mejia, we remember
A-Rod.
A-Rod as another one, and A-Rod made his whole circus about it. So that, like, to me, it's just like
everything was loosey goosey.
Right.
Remember that? Jesus Christ, man, that interview was cringe. Poor guy.
You start losing respect for players.
Man.
Listen, you did it one time. Your first time should be your last time. It gives you enough time to help, to fix face and try to like, work on your mistakes based off that. But then you do it again. Like, it's like nobody can trust you.
Yeah. And it's stuff that we're going to talk about, but we got to talk about WBC though, right, guys? I mean, come on. Man. It started with our guy Juan Soto 2 days ago with the home run and the freaking the triple, and this, man, it's just the vibes are there. And again, we're talking about an exhibition game. Doesn't even count. Didn't even count against the Detroit Tigers. And the vibes were there. So let's I already talked about a little bit about the score yesterday. There's gonna be a bunch of games tomorrow. That's really when we're gonna get this started. There's a game tonight at 10, if I'm not mistaken, right? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I think tonight. I don't know who was playing, but I know last night it started. Technically, because for them is they're I forgot how many hours ahead.
Yeah,
so
they're behind.
For them it was already March to start the WBC.
We got Australia and Czech Republic today at 10 o'clock.
Okay. All right. And then tomorrow morning, Japan versus China, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep. So tomorrow, 5 a.m., Japan versus Chinese Taipei. Shout out to Randy. And then right after that, bro, listen, if you're a fan of baseball, and I know we're going to get into it, listen to this slate of games. So 5 o'clock, you got Japan. Noon, you got Netherlands versus Venezuela. Netherlands got a squad. They got
Cuba versus Panama before that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, Cuba versus Panama at 11. Then Netherlands versus Venezuela at 12. Then Mexico, Great Britain at 1. Then Puerto Rico at 6 versus Colombia. Then we got DR, Nicaragua at 7. And then we got US and Brazil at 8. And then the late
again. Damn, you're gonna be like this, flicking.
Yeah. So it's gonna be exciting, man. We got a lot of baseball tomorrow, so looking forward to that for sure.
Oh yeah, baby, I'm excited, man. I can't wait.
But the vibe started with Juan Soto. Rick, play that, please.
let's do it, bro. That we gotta do it for the people. Give me 1 second here, guys. because the vibes were immaculate.
Vibes, man, just for the vibes.
Start to finish. Soto with a big cut for strike one. Plenty of options here for Soto.
We're gonna zoom that in.
Tigers with the infield in. So far tonight, Juan is struck out and flat out to right. Park peering in from center. McGonigal, the other top prospect, up the middle at short. And the back on it, Perez looking up, and it's out of here.
Yo, bro, that's an exhibition game, bro.
Eso ya lo mandaron, mamahuevazo.
Oh God.
Oh man.
It's just great. It's just fantastic. It's just man. And look,
that's incredible.
There's the vibes. There's the and I know the game was showing on MLB Network. It just wasn't enough. I know it was an exhibition game. It was the only time that anybody was gonna play pulling DR in DR. Man, that should have been on Fox. Baseball needs to be sold a little bit better, man. MLB, we gotta do better, man. First of all, DR. I said this in the space before we ended. DR should be hosting a round. You know what I'm saying? The first round, they should be hosting a whole weekend round. Same thing with Florida. Like just like Florida, man, this is 2.5 hours, 3 hours away, man. You know, especially if you go to Santo Domingo, it's fucking beautiful. You saw the stadium there, man. You saw the vibes. That shit will be sold out. It'll be crazy. Imagine, they're gonna root for you're gonna get Puerto Ricans going to DR. You're gonna get Colombia. Whoever's in the bracket there, are they gonna go to DR, man? Go to a little Punta Cana a week before that. Come on, man. The vibe's gotta be there. But I think I said this in the last show when it comes to Juan Soto. That's why you pay the man $765 million because it's different. Shout out to Kev for this because he said this before. Soto signed from the Yankees to the Mets. His first experience with it is it's different when he wears your jersey, right? But it's also different, Kev, if you're listening, when he wears this jersey though for your team though. As you're a fan for your team, that's a different experience. And it's funny because he wasn't really doing that much in spring training, and then he puts this on and is
Superman.
Right, guys?
Bro, amazing, you can see it. The swag is there, and you know what I'm saying. Like, obviously, I guess just to get into the and by the way, just to backtrack a little bit, I'm surprised that DR hasn't hosted around myself. They have plenty of baseball stadiums that I think could work. They could absolutely host a fucking a first round. Like you said, it's close where you're gonna get people from Venezuela, Puerto Rico, the Caribbean, Latin American countries. I mean, it's not a far plane ride. I mean, Puerto Rico is the same distance, so there's not really nothing there. So it has to happen. I don't know why it hasn't, and I think I got confused myself because they've hosted the Caribbean World Series. There have been other tournaments that they've hosted, and so for some reason in my brain I'm like, oh, but when I saw it, like I think I saw, was it Omar Minaya? I think he was on MLB Network and he mentioned it, and I was like, what the, like I couldn't believe it. So yeah, they got to make that happen ASAP.
Yeah, I agree, man. And the thing is, what I get why they're not doing it there is because they it would be more expensive for people from the U.S. to travel because they would have to buy the ticket, and then and already going to DR is expensive. So I see why they do it in Miami, because New Yorkers can fly down there, and then in Miami you got a very populated Dominican culture too, but it's just different in DR, man. I mean, you saw the stadium; it was like 13,000, and that thing was shaking, and it felt like if it was a World Series game, and it was just an exhibition game. Could you imagine if it was the World Baseball Classic and you got Venezuela versus DR there, or you got PR versus DR there? Like, oh my goodness, man, that thing would be so lit. But MLB, I do agree with Pope. You got to do better with the broadcasting. There's no way you should be showing that on MLB Network only. That's the L right there.
Right. And this is a tournament that's not happening every year. So when you get to every 3 to 4 years of that tournament happening, the dedication for this tournament should be at its ultimate high. But the difference with that tournament and why, you see how players are when they're representing their country. They're putting a whole country on their back. I mean, that I don't think people understand that. I don't think people really grasp the fact that, I mean, I'll give you an example. Jose Reyes posted a video yesterday after the first exhibition game of I forgot who it was. One of the players was just standing in the field and he was in tears while they were throwing fireworks after the game. But again, it's those emotion of being there, playing in front of your home country, and playing in front of your home crowd, and just wearing that flag on your chest, being able to bring another trophy to the country with the sport that you love. I mean, Dominicans, they admire baseball. So to do that in front of them, and just to really show the emotion and get everybody together. I mean, even look at the guys on the team. Like, these guys don't play with each other. They're on different teams in one league. So this is a moment where they can all play under one team. Pause. And just play, and literally just come together. Pause. And really and again put on for the country. So I do agree with you guys that I think the MLB needs to understand that, again, this is not happening every year. So every time we hit that third or fourth year, they really need to put all their effort into blowing this up.
All right. And so we're gonna start doing our own WBC rankings for teams, our top 5. This is just our opinion. We all got different opinions, so we're gonna go with top first. Top, go ahead, my brother.
Well, I gotta put the homeland first. I mean, that's a no-brainer. I didn't even think twice. I mean, we're stacked this year. We're coming for revenge. 2017 didn't end nice, and then obviously 2023 with Puerto Rico kind of whooping our ass. So we're coming for revenge, and then obviously USA. All the talk about their pitching. And how their pitching was their number one key to their success. Yeah. Japan, the way they play baseball out there needs to be studied, because those guys are disciplined and they just have a different level of the way that they play the game. Venezuela, I think they're trying to show that they can duplicate what they try to do in 2023, because they were a powerhouse. And then Mexico, man, Mexico is one of those teams where we got a lot of Mexican players in the MLB that are playing on that team. So I think those are one of the sleepers that I put at number 5.
All right. So who we got next, Rick?
Yeah, let me put my because it's probably going to be a little surprising for you guys, but not it shouldn't be too surprising, because I don't think it's too crazy, but this is my top 5. I mean, I got Japan. I'm gonna give Japan their respect, man. They've won 2-time world champions. I don't know a lot of the players on their team. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I know every guy, but we know the guys that they do have, led by Otani, and they just play a good brand of baseball. So I'm gonna give them their respect. And listen, USA, I think this is the best team that they've brought to the tournament up to date. You're talking about Judge. You're talking about Bryce Harper. You're talking about Bryce Terang, you're talking about Mason Miller, you're talking about some guys. They got some dogs there. So love what they're bringing. Obviously DR, God, that I mean, any of these 3 teams, I mean, you could put any of these 3 teams at 1. So I got DR at 3, but again, one of the top teams in the tournament. And Venezuela, I feel like they haven't been talked about enough. Look at their roster. They got a lot of major leaguers on that roster as well. So I got Venezuela coming at 4. And listen, I got Mexico. I kind of agree with Top here. I got them at 5. They have some major league players. They played well in the last tournament. They beat Puerto Rico. They eliminated us. I remember that well. I was actually going to Puerto Rico the day after that game. So I was fully expecting to go out there for the vibes and hopefully they beat Mexico. And I forgot who they were going to play next. It might have been Venezuela or someone, but anyways, they ended up losing, so I didn't get to enjoy that. I just think right now, man, Puerto Rico's slightly out of the top 5 for me. Can they make some noise? Possibly. They play again just like Japan. They play a good brand of baseball. They're going to play a lot of small ball. You're going to see a lot of bunting and hitting runs and stuff like that. But I got them slightly outside of my top 5.
Yeah, man. No coquito for you, bro.
Nah, bro. Bro, I gotta be. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, bro. Listen, the whole situation with Lindor, with Berrios, with Baez, that whole thing. I mean, it hurt. You got those guys on your team, you can make some noise, but it's just hard with those guys. Now, I like some of the young talent they got. I like Elmo Rodriguez for all the Yankee fans out there. He looks like he's something, and I'm kind of eager to see him. And there's some other guys there, but the whole insurance injury stuff, that it killed us, man. It really did. So
yeah.
I mean, MLB. Speaking of MLB, needs to do a better job with the World Baseball Classic promotion, and as a whole, they need to do a better job with that whole situation with PR. I think it's a disrespect to the team and it's a disrespect to the country, where PR is everybody's watching PR and seeing what they're doing, and when you got a talented team like that as well, for the MLB to kind of not really show their efforts into trying to make PR, trying to make them as good as they can be with this whole situation, I think is a slap in the face. So I think it's,
and I think unfortunately, Top, I didn't mean to cut you off. Unfortunately, it goes to the lack of production of baseball players that Puerto Rico has been putting out there lately. There's a lot of reasons for that, but that also, I mean, you know, if DR has a couple guys that can't play, it's not going to kill their team. Yes, if you're talking about the big guys, but you're talking about some of the middle of the pack guys, they can replace those guys. Unfortunately, we're at a point where we can't. So it's unfortunate, but it sucks, but it is what it is. So anyways, Jay Fern, I got you up, bro. Let me talk to me, man.
All right. So unlike you, I do like coquito in Puerto Rico. So they're at number 5. Regardless, so I'm gonna go from 5 to 1. So regardless of I know the Correa, the Lindor, and Berrios not being there, but you mentioned something on in our chat that, or it was, I think it was your tweet, that Puerto Rico has like the second most amount of wins, and the way they play is one of those things is they play small ball, and they are actually like fit for this type of thing. It's like one and done. They always rise to the occasion, and I think to me they're the sleepers. At 4, I got Team Japan. They probably cursing me out in Japanese, and because I have no respect for them. But to me, it's like I don't know any of their players, and that's on me, you know, because I don't really watch Japan baseball. But like somehow they always get it done. I that's all based on what's it called? Me not knowing who plays on that team aside from Otani, what's his name? Yamamoto. I know Murakami and what's the other one? Akamoto. So I only know those two because they signed this year to an MLB team. But I think they did pretty good in the last WBC. But I got them at 4. To me, I think Venezuela is a little better. So I got them at 3. They have star power. They have pitching. They have everything. And I am a big Ronald Acuna Jr. fan. And so they play just like how DR plays, with a lot of emotion, and they ready and they rah and all that stuff. At number 2, I got Team USA. And the reason why I didn't put them number 1 is because of Tariq Skubal is only going to pitch in the group. And I don't want to. I'm not nervous about McLean, but he is not going to pitch. I believe it's not going to be until if they make it to the end. But I also read that he might be pitching against Italy on the 10th, so I'm not sure. So that's already two. That's already 2 pitchers. Paul Skeens is supposed to pitch twice, so that's good. But I don't really like their bullpen. I'm not a fan of the bullpen, but I mean, when you have Aaron Judge, when you have Kyle Riley, when you have Bryce Harper, when you have who else? Schwarber. I mean, do you really need pitching? But yeah. So I got them at 2, but then number 1 is the homeland of Dominican Republic. They're just star-studded at every position basically, and yeah, we don't have the Paul Skeens and we don't have the Tariq Schoolballs on our pitching rotation, but we got dogs. And our bullpen is probably the best bullpen out of the entire WBC. So I have them slightly over. I mean, when you have to go through murderer's row of Fernando Tatis, Juan Soto, Vladdy, Manny, and Caminero, yeah, good luck. Enjoy that. Have fun. And I hope it works out for you, but it's not going to work out for you. And those are my top 5. I hope that DR can bring it home because we need it.
It's beautiful. I just love the fact that all of us have a different top 5. 2 of us had DR number 1. Rick had Japan number 1. I have America number 1. America. In this country play baseball. And the reason I say that is, I mean, they made the I mean, I think they had a cakewalk in their pool the last time, but they're always a top 1, 2, or 3 team. They had the Japanese team right there. They could have beat them. This year they're even better. They're even better, man. They're even better. They have the pitching enough. They got a guy named Nolan McLean that we kind of like in Queens, man. And if things go well, he might pitch all the way in the championship. That's what they're saying. I know he's going to do most of his starts is going to be piggybacking is what I heard, but he might get a start. So you don't know what's going to happen there. Hopefully he's healthy enough to do that. But America, for me, number 1. They do have not the lineup that the Dominican team does, but I think they balance out with the pitching. I do agree with Jay Fern about the Dominican team. When we're going to talk about the roster right after this, so you're going to see these players. It's crazy. It's honestly for the Dominican team, the homeland, like Jay Fern said, it's like 1B to the USA's 1A. They're right there. These teams are right there. When you have Julio Rodriguez batting 7th, guys, batting 7th, man. Nah, you already know you already won, right? We don't even know what's going to happen with J-Ram. What's going to happen there? Whatever happened there, right? Like that's going to be interesting. And I'm hoping that the chemistry works. Because I know J-Ram was talking about some group text and that, but he's going to be there second round. You got Luis Castillo. It's going to be a good-ass team, a great team, hopefully. Everybody's there. Everybody's in play. You see Juan Soto. I know we have a quick little tidbit about Juan Soto and who's going to be who do we feel that's going to be the Met that's going to be, the produce mode. And I'm going to obviously pick Juan Soto, but it's crazy, man. And I'm not going to give you the names yet because we're going to talk about that in the roster, but the DR team it was hard for me to put the United States team. Japan, I put in number 3. I don't think they're as good as USA or the Dominican team. I'm not saying they're whack. I know they won 2 World WBC. They outperformed everybody those 2 times, and I don't know if that's gonna happen again. They got a squad. I don't think it's good as the first 2 squad. Venezuela is probably the most underrated team. We gotta look at Rick. Do you have that Venezuela roster?
Yeah, I can pull it up for you.
Okay,
yeah,
well, after this, so yeah. Venezuela's roster is ridiculous. It's really good. It's really good. Maybe not top of the 3, but you don't have to have the best rosters to win. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the Japanese team had the best roster last time, and they won. You know what I'm saying? Don't sleep on Puerto Rico. I know Ricky has a little. You know what I'm saying? Don't sleep on Puerto Rico, man. Puerto Rico. It doesn't matter who they have. They always play. They always advance, man. They always advance. They haven't won it yet. They made it, but they always advance, though. Something that the Dominican team did not do the last time. Don't forget that shit, man.
No,
shit was whack. Remember, we lost.
And for the record, Pop, I didn't mean to cut you off. I fully expect them Puerto Rico to get out of pool play. Like I expect them to get. They
always do it.
Play. Yeah,
always do it. It's amazing. But you can't really. So we can show you what the hell we're even talking about. We got to show you the rankings. And again, it's real quick. Is I was looking at everybody's ranking. It's just interesting. Like it's just like none of us have. First of all, we got Top and Jay Fern got DR one and DR and USA too, but they got a different 3. You know, you got Japan, Venezuela, then they Mexico, and then Puerto Rico. That's the top 5. Pope and Rick with different. Yo, he had Japan number 1. I got Japan number 3. He got DR. he got DR 3, which is kind of crazy to me. That is wild disrespectful.
I don't want to smoke.
And the USA got. And I get it, but it seems like there's a top 3: USA, Dominican. We all have Venezuela out of the 3 or 4. Shout out to Jay Fair. He's the only one to put into the top 3. So it's interesting. Mexico is number 5, but for Rick, his homeland is not even there. So it's interesting.
Number 1 in my heart. They're number 1 in my heart.
But that's the thing. It's the baseball conversation. It's baseball. That's the shit. The best team doesn't always win. We thought the Dominican team we're going to lose a game in 2023. They didn't get out the first round. Not good enough. Starts tomorrow though. Tomorrow's going to starts again. So what team should we start with?
I got Venezuela queued up since you were bringing them up. Let me bring that up.
Let's go Venezuela because they're the most underrated team. Look at this Venezuela team. Let me zoom this.
That's
go look at y'all. Look at this, man. Got Luis Arias, Wilson Contreras. You got Andres Jimenez, Gino Suarez, Glaber baby, and this is just in the infield. You know what I'm saying? Willer Brew, you already know. You know what I'm saying? Ronald Acuna, Jackson Chourio. I mean, that's their 3 stars.
That outfield is
ridiculous.
That defense alone, not even offense. How about the defense?
Yeah, their defense.
That's amazing. William Contreras, Salvador Perez, and look at the pitchers. Well, Pablo Lopez is not there anymore, right?
We got our guy. I see our guy Jose Buto in there, man.
Former King. By the way, the Pope doesn't have any more Kings from the bullpen because I don't want to curse somebody. So no more Kings. No more Kings. Anybody that Carlos Guzman is there, Jose Buto,
Ranger Suarez.
Suarez is there.
Man. Oh yeah, no, they got to complete
the whole WBC though, so that's what he's gonna do a whole one. But
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how the pitching is gonna line up for them, like how they're doing it. But dude, you went over the roster. I mean, look at it. I mean,
good roster, bro.
Tovar is an exciting young player. I mean, Venezuela has, I think behind the Dominican Republic right now, as far as Latin American countries, I think they're right there as far as the talent that they're bringing up to the major leagues, the talent that they're producing, and so they're gonna win one of these things soon, for sure.
If not this year. So
for sure.
You got any notes on the Venezuela team before we go? Because I want to go with the R team.
Let's do it.
Nah, I just love their outfield, man.
Mm-hmm.
Their outfield is ridiculous. You got Will Abreu. Are they gonna move him to right so then Acuna can play center? Right? That makes sense.
I think William will play probably center, if I'm not mistaken. William will probably play. He's a better defender right now.
Will Abreu? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He's a beast, bro. That boy good.
I thought he was a right fielder. Okay. All right.
Well, I'm not saying that's gonna happen. I'm just
I would have put the younger guy, Chourio, to play center and move Abreu over to.
Might be right.
Mm-hmm. And I think with Acuna too. I mean, he's coming off 2 ACLs, so they're probably, I don't think they'll give him. Obviously, not going to. I don't think they'll give him center field, but probably one of the obviously right field. And there's DH right in the WBC. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. But
there's a DH.
You see him there. You see him at DH too a little bit to get him off his feet.
True. But let's talk about the homeland. I mean, this World Baseball Classic roster is ridiculous. So we'll go with the starters. We got Tatis, Soto, Julio Rodriguez, Manny Machado, Vladimir Guerrero, Ketel Marte, Geraldo Perdomo, Austin Wells, and Junior Caminero. So the beauty about this is that you can do so much. You can put Junior Caminero at third base, and then you have Manny playing DH. I mean, like Pope said it earlier, when you got Julio Rodriguez batting 7th, that's just ridiculous. And I talked about the Murderers Row. And then our reserves, we got Augustine Ramirez, who was he was a rookie last year for the Marlins, and he was really, really good.
From a Yankee.
Yeah, came out of nowhere.
And he played well against the Mets. That's for sure.
Yeah, he sure did. But that's what the Marlins do. Jeremy Pena, unfortunately, catching a ground ball. He fractured his finger, so he won't be playing the WBC. Former Met Ahmed Rosario. Then we got the old timer Carlos Santana, O'Neal Cruz, and then Mel Rojas. And then our pitching. This is where I really like. So we got Sandy, who basically is considered, I guess, our best pitcher. But Christopher Sanchez not too far behind. So I like that. I like that one too. Then we got Albert Abreu, who is a phenomenal pitcher from the bullpen. Then Brian Bayo from the Red Sox. He pitched the second exhibition game. He did pretty good. Sir Anthony Dominguez, another bullpen piece. Camilo Doval, another beautiful bullpen piece. Carlos Estevez was kind of like the old man anchor of the bullpen. You got Juan Mejia, Henry Romero, Dennis Santana, who I like. He's a good sleeper. Our boy Luis Severino, can't even say his name. Damn, former Met, but oh man, he first inning and he was getting killed by the Tigers. But I mean, he still did his thing. What was it? 3 or 4 runs he gave up in the exhibition. And then another former Met, Gregory Soto, he signed. What was it?
The Pirates, right? Yeah,
Pirates. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pirates, and then as I mentioned earlier, Christopher Sanchez, and then Abner Uribe, who throws gas. So, the like I said, the bullpen is I think is going to be our key. I think we have probably the best bullpen. Everybody throws gas, and as long as we can have our starting pitchers if they're going to give up runs, 2-3 runs. The one thing I do want to mention, I think we'll be fine. But the way the Dominican team was on the first game, patient and taking pitches, oh my God! If they do that throughout the entire World Baseball Classic, they're not going to be stopped, because it was literally deep counts. It was fouling pitches and taking pitches. And to me, I think, I don't know, man, it's the Juan Soto effect. Everybody was looking good at the plate. Everybody was being patient. And then you saw the home run. And then you saw the back-to-back between Manny and then Junior Caminero in the first game. So I love this roster. One thing we need to do is I think we need to start producing ace caliber pitchers. That's the only thing.
Well, that's the thing I was going to mention. And this roster doesn't include potential Luis Castillo next week and addition of J-Ram. We wouldn't put him there because we don't know yet, but Luis Castillo, Sandy, Brian Bayo. Bayo is fucking good, man.
Yeah, he is.
Shit. Christopher Sanchez is the fucking Phillies ace right now. Like, these guys are legit. Like, this is a good squad, man. This is the best pitching they probably ever had that committed. And Severino's like the 3 or 4 now. Like, I know he gave up a couple of runs the other day, but it's not like it's not like he gave up 8 runs. Like, you know what I'm saying? They have enough offense. It's going to be a stupid team. The only thing I'll say, if J-Ram does play, unfortunately, that probably is going to make Junior Caminero a bench player, which they shouldn't do right now because he's so hot. They're going to talk about that. They're gonna have to like figure that out. Manny maybe plays less game. I fucked around and said, "Hey, Manny, you want to go back to shortstop?" I know it's been 12 years, but just real quick, just for one game, probably not gonna happen because Perdomo's Perdomo's fucking so good. Like, Perdomo is their 8th worst play. It's crazy because we didn't even talk about Austin Wells, who's funny. It's funny because his grandfather, his great grandfather is Dominican, so he got in there somehow. But
you ain't gotta go back, bro.
Jesus, bro. Anyway, I just need him to say some stuff in some Dominican slang, and I'm good. We're excited.
He said he wants to eat more pica pollo. So I mean,
I'm good there. We'll make him a Dominican here and there, but and you said it yourself, Jay friend. The relievers, man. Anthony Dominguez, man. My guy Brazaban, what's good, bro? Nah, we got a good team. We got a great team, but to me, in my list, they're not the best team. For me, the best team is the United States team. So, Top, what you got with that, man?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, you got to start off with the MLB The Show 26 cover boy, Aaron Judge. I mean, he's the captain. So
good.
That right there, that says it all. And then Bobby Witt, one of the best shortstops in the league. I mean, Bryce Harper right after that, Kyle Riley, Jesus Christ, Kyle Schwarber, Alex Bregman, Roman Anthony, Byron Buxton,
My boyfriend.
Bryce Terang, and then you look at the reserves. I mean, that the fact that these guys are even reserves is nuts. Will Smith, Pete Crow Armstrong, Ernie Clement, Paul Goldschmidt, Gunnar Henderson. Like the reserves is just crazy. And then obviously the pitching. Jay Friend touched on it earlier when he was talking about his power rankings. You got Target Skubal, Paul Skeens, Nolan McLean, Logan Webb, Matthew Boyd, Clay Holmes, David Banner, Gary Clevenger, Griffin Jacks, Brad Keller, Clayton Kershaw, Mason Miller. Jesus Christ.
What is Mason Miller doing there? What the fuck, bro?
What you mean?
Michael Walker, Garrett Whitlock, and then Ryan Robo. I mean, talk about stacked. I mean, this is why. I mean, to me, not to underestimate anybody else in the WBC, but I think when USA and DR face each other off, I think that's where I think the whole world's going to stop. And you talk about a matchup that I think everybody's going to be tuning into because, man, USA, you can't overlook USA. It's not only just the fact that they got these studs, but again, the number one conversation that they talked about when it came to USA was their pitching. Like they weren't even talking about their line. The first thing that was always talked about when it came to USA was their pitching, and I think that's the most that their pitching has ever looked in a really long time. So that's gonna be something to be looking forward to, and I think their starters have to be have to be consistent. Aaron Judge can do what he does, but if you starting in 0-4s from Bryce Harper, Kyle Riley, maybe a Kyle Schwarber who may or may not hit you a lot of home runs, like that's where their kryptonite comes in. And that's, it's depending on what their lineup does, because I think their pitching is going to stay consistent. But yeah, man, it's nothing that they are truly stacked, and I'm really looking forward to see how Nolan McLean takes that opportunity in the WBC, because that spring training outing was a piece of cake. Now he's kind of in a big stage where he's representing a country, and now you're kind of seeing a little bit of more pressure coming into the second year of baseball. Now, so I'm excited to see that.
Roman Anthony, is he a starter though?
Yeah.
Wow.
He started.
Yeah. So I guess you could. Okay. I guess maybe a little Gunder. I don't know. He's gonna play outfield. Maybe a little PCA. I'm not saying he's not startable. I'm just saying that's. I mean, he's a hell of a fucking prospect, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a fantastic year. I mean, Bryce Terang, man, he's 2 years in a row. Like, he's a good ass fucking team. This is like the seventh worst hitter. And then once you were naming the pitchers, that's the reason why I decided to have these guys as my number one, because it's not just because America, but America, man. America,
yeah,
man.
I mean, they could have shut it down. They could have been like, yo, Garrett Crochet, come and Boston. And he could be like, yo, all right, so what are we doing? I mean, look, their starting pitching is legit. Like, they have the best staff. It's just that I can't put him over DR because Therese Skubal is going to pitch in the group and then he's gone. Yeah. Nolan McLean is not really going to start. He's going to.
Logan Webb is doing the same, by the way.
Yeah. So I mean, you're going to get them out the group, but then it's like now you're going to be facing tougher competition. I mean, look, I hate to say it, but they're in an easy group, and
they usually are.
So they're gonna get out of it. That's not the issue. But it's like they're gonna probably be the winner of the pool, and then you're gonna go against the runner up. But then after that, it's like, I mean, it's game on. So we'll see how it lines up. But their pitching is they're starting five or starting seven is crazy.
It's nice to see, Jay. It's nice to see some of the American players buy into this tournament, right? Because the first couple of years, good teams in the WBC. They won in 2017, so right, they've won a WBC championship. But it's nice to see these guys coming together. I thought I heard Aaron Judge on Pat McAfee earlier this week that as soon as Trout struck out against Ohtani, he started hitting up the boys like, yo, we're doing this next year, or we're doing it the next time around. So it's good to see the buy-in. And I love that, like Top said, the lineup is, I mean, you got Bobby Witt, leading off. And then to what you said earlier, Pope, Bryce Terang at 9. So you got that Bryce Terang, and then it goes back up to Bobby Witt, and then Bryce Harper, Aaron Judge, Kyle Schwarber. Then you got a switch hitting catcher.
Well, Roman Anthony's probably batting 8th or 9th. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, but 7th, 8th, you got our guy Byron. Cover your ears, top Byron Buxton. Batting low in the lineup. So
he's
what I'm saying?
He's on the American team.
I like the way that this lineup is constructed, with speed at the top, power in the middle, and then you got the speed, at the bottom of the lineup, and then the pitching, obviously that Jay Fern touched on. So, like I said, I'm just happy that the players are buying in. Now we need some of the American fans to buy into this tournament, and I think we got something going.
But they can only buy in if you show it. So tomorrow they're going to show it. You know what I'm saying? Make it better. I still think they should have spread out, the games a little bit better, but that's okay. At least they're showing them, you know what I'm saying? So everybody could choose the game they're going to watch. I know the DR games at 7, the United States games at 8. That should have been spread out. But that's okay. We'll figure that out.
They beat the crap out of San Francisco, man. Put up 15 runs.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
They did.
Yeah. Like, chill out, bro. We get it. You guys are good.
Yeah. Right. Mercy rules. The only other team I wanted to show, Rick, if you could show the Venezuela team, we go over that real quick, because they got a really good squad too. And we don't talk about it. Japanese team, they're top heavy. And then after the top 5, 6, you're not gonna know who the hell it is. So let's just go to the Venezuela team, because I know we got some other stuff to talk about.
Got you. I think we did Venezuela. You want to go? Do you want to do Venezuela
really
again?
Quick, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Let me pull it up here. I was gonna say, please don't make me pull up Puerto Rico after we just pulled up the USA roster. Appreciate you.
And I know we went over it. Just I want to go back to the outfield. My God, just again, let's just look at the outfield. It's just you telling me those 3 guys can just push you to winning the whole thing? Yeah, we're wearing the flag at least. Well, Rick forgot the memo about the DR shit. All of us is wearing the flag because Rick went, he turned to the dark side, to the DR side. But look at this team. Look at this team. I said minus Pablo Lopez. He's not going to be there. And who knows if they're going to have the same options as DR has, and joining, second rounder, who having more stars. But that's a hell of a team. But yeah, WBC, enjoy, guys. It's going to be good. One quick thing. I know this was mentioned before. Who is going to be your Mets player, right? That's going to have the biggest impact in the WBC. And
that's a good question.
Does Juan Soto lead the team to DR back to glory? So I'm going to start there. I think Juan Soto will be the guy who's going to a Met player that's going to be thing. But obviously don't sleep on Clay Holmes. Do not sleep on Nolan McLean. But don't forget that we have other players that are in the Mets are in the WBC. Yeah, Juan Soto. For me, it's Juan Soto. And does he lead the team? If he doesn't do it this year, this is the best team that they have. I don't know when they're going to do it. I mean, in 3 years. Is it still going to be every 3 years or so?
Yeah,
every 3 years.
It could be every 3 years. Yeah. But there was one time they did it.
COVID.
Instead of 3, they did it a 4th year.
Yeah. So Juan Soto's 27? So 27, 28, 29. He'll be old ass 30 the next time they do the WBC, which is nothing. He obviously he's going to have multiple chances, but yes, if this is the best chance that he has, I think, in a long time, because who knows if everybody commits. He's the captain now. He's the one within the group text. He's that J Ram doesn't like for some reason. I don't know. Hopefully J Ram's there and everybody gets along. And group text, you never know, man. There's a lot of trolling going on, so who knows? Maybe it's something about Call of Duty. Who knows what's going on there? But if you see everybody there, it'd be great. So that's what I have. What you guys have in regards to a Met player making an impact for WBC and a respective team, and then do you think that Juan Soto will lead DR back to glory?
So I'll go. So I think, man. Yes, I think Juan Soto is. Ever since he made that comment about, saying about Ohtani better watch his back, he's been different. And a lot of the players say it too, man. It's like, yeah, we put on our jersey, but when we represent our country, it's different. And I think that's what he wants to do, man. He wants to kill it, and he wants to Team DR to be the world champions. I wholeheartedly think he's gonna really put Team DR on his back, and he's gonna take us to the promised land. That guy's on a mission, man. That guy hit he hit a triple. I mean,
that's crazy.
I don't know what else to say. Like, what doesn't this guy do? And I think the Met. So everybody's gonna say Juan Soto, but I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say Nolan McLean. I know I said earlier about the him and the Star, but if the rumors are true of what I read on X is that he's gonna pitch on the 10th, and then he's gonna pitch the game. I think if he does really good on those starts, I think he'll be. It's hard to do a pitcher only because they get certain amount of starts and certain amount of innings, while the outfielders and the regular players that they're going to be playing pretty much every game. But I am a believer in McLean, and I think he's gonna shine. And I hate to say this, but I think he's gonna pitch better than Skeens.
Let's go.
Yeah, damn, Jay Frank kind of. I was going exactly that route. With the Juan Soto thing. Yeah, he's right. He's on a mission. If you guys check the Queens Baseball YouTube page, I posted a short where Jay Fern and Pope were actually talking about Juan Soto and him being he's a threat to the MVP this year. And I think he's trying to make that case known, especially after everything that was said about him last year. In his first season as a New York Met. So I think he's on a mission. I think he's trying to prove that while trying to bring a title back to the DR for WBC. And I gotta agree with Jay Fern as well on the Nolan McLean. But I also think not only is it because of what Jay Fern said, he's also in a rotation with other guys that I think are being compared to him, like a Paul Skeens and sort of like a Tyreek Skubal, where I think he can send a message to the rest of the league. Like, these guys are in their prime, and even though it's my second year in the majors, I have the stuff to prove that if I keep this consistently going, I can beat those guys. I can pitch at their level. I can take the organization like the New York Mets, and I can be a Paul Skeens of the New York Mets. I can be a Tyreek Skubal of the New York Mets. And I think in a pressure situation where he's pitching with those guys, that's a good way to not only learn from them, but to showcase his talent watching him on a day-to-day basis. So I think it has to be nothing like that.
I can't believe the disrespect. Jerry Young, Team Canada. No, I'm trolling.
Word, bro.
I was like, who?
Jerry Young, baby. Respect the name. Nah,
40 man roster.
40 exactly. Listen, I agree with all the names. But I think the guy that's gonna have a good WBC, and also not just for the team that he's representing, but hopefully for his situation, is MJ Melendez.
Ooh, I like it.
I am. I'm high on him, but when I say high, I'm not saying like I expect him to be an all-star. I expect him to do.
Yep.
I expect him to contribute. I expect him to have that Jose Valentin type of impact. If you go back to 2006 and you kind of remember, like, nothing, too crazy, but just solid, good player, good guy to have in your clubhouse. Yeah. Young, was considered a top 50 prospect at one point, coming up through the ranks. So maybe we could find some of that juice. But listen, he's playing for Team Puerto Rico, but the Mets are watching. Best believe that they're watching. And, I think if he has a good WBC performance, that's gonna be part of his evaluation process, right? It has to be. So for me, I'm really eager to see what he does, not just for Team Puerto Rico, but again, like I said, for his situation as well.
Yeah. So, and that's interesting, man, because those are the guys that could win you the ball games, right? You just never know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and again, I mentioned it. You spoke about it a little bit. because we talked about like sleeper teams, and I think Venezuela is a sleeper team, so I think we can all agree with that. But this is your team, Puerto Rico. Like, do you think PR will compete without its biggest stars? And you mentioned AJ Melendez, so like,
Yeah,
where we at with that? I know
it's gonna be.
Rico,
Yes, I mean it's gonna be tough to compete. I mean, like I said before, I expect them to get out of pool play. I really do. Who we got? I think we have it's Puerto Rico. It's I'm drawing
Colombia.
a blank. Colombia. I'm drawing a blank because we're live, so I can't think right now. But yeah, they should. I think Canada. Canada's in our pool. So, and they're playing in Puerto Rico. So. I expect them to get out of pool play. I think that next round is where it's going to be challenging. They have some good pitching. I mean, Seth Lugo's solid. We talked about Elmer Rodriguez, who's a young, prospect for the Yankees that has some talent. You got a guy like Edwin Arroyo, who's coming up with the Cincinnati Reds, who is a high rated prospect. Diaz on the back end. So they have talent, and if they play good baseball, which this team is capable. Again, second most wins in the WBC. They're like the Buffalo Bills of WBC. They've made it to the finals twice. You know what I'm saying? 2017, that team was they should have won it all, but that's for another day. But it's gonna be tough, man. When you're missing your top guys like Lindor, Correa, Baez, and some of the other guys on the pitching end, Barrios. That's tough, man. But again, I expect them to get out of pool play, but we'll see what happens after that. It's gonna be tough.
AJ Melendez, though, you're right. They got Puerto Rico in this pool, Panama, Cuba, Colombia, and Canada. So
yeah, Cuba too.
Two teams each pool, right? So yeah, they have to be one of them for sure. And I know we didn't talk about the pools, but real quick, that's Pool 8. That's in San Juan. Pool B, in Houston and Texas, Brazil, Great Britain, Italy, Mexico, USA. I mean, my God, USA again. But, all right, and that doesn't. I still have them ranked number 1, but their pool. I mean, my God, they should be doing what they did to the freaking. What was that? To the Astros or whoever.
No, it was the Giants.
The Giants. Yeah, they should be doing that to all these teams. But anywho, Team C, which is in Tokyo, Australia. You saw them last night. B, China, Korea, always good. Saw them this morning or whenever the hell they play. Japan. China, Czechoslovakia, and then Pool D is in Miami, DR, Israel, Netherlands, Nicaragua, Venezuela. That is, I think, the best pool. Or the D or C. Pause. So
yeah. And honestly, my sleeper team too. Real quick, Pope, before we get to the next segment. Again, I don't think they're gonna get out the first, but. Italy, as far as a sleeper team, if you look at their roster, they have a lot of, they have some major league players. I think Aaron Nola's pitching for them. They got Michael Lorenzen. They got the kid that came up with Kansas City last year. They got Vinny Pasquantino. I mean, they got some major league players on that team. So if you're not careful with them, and I believe they're in your pool, if you're not careful, and I fully expect DR, and I don't expect them to advance, but if you're not careful, they got some players on that team.
our pool, bro. You keep forgetting. You switched.
Oh
over.
Yeah. My fault.
So all right. So it took us 58 minutes, but we're gonna talk about some Mets now. We're Queens baseball, but we had to talk about the world. The WBC is just so fun. I mean, I hope y'all enjoying it as much as we are. I know we had those. The Mets have a little bit of a unfortunate luck when it comes to injuries, man. These should happen. This happens. We already know.
Hope everyone stays healthy, man.
He ain't there no more, and now we're gonna be rooting against him. Not for nothing. I'm sorry. That's the only guy I want him to get lit up, at least in the WBC. We gotta talk about the Mets, guys. We talked a little bit about Juan Soto, a lot about Juan Soto. We talk about everybody, all the Mets that are in the WBC, but we're gonna talk about the Mets that are not in the WBC. Unfortunately, Lindor, who was injured and has some apparently insurance issues, coverage issues. He's not Lindor anymore. He's Lindorine. He's Wolverine, man. The guy is fucking ridiculous, man. Bro. So Stitches came out this week. He is already playing catch and swinging a bat already, and he's confirmed today that the goal is to make opening day, which we've been talking about. Opening day is in 3 weeks, by the way, guys. 3 weeks, 8 hours ago. So less than 3 weeks from today is opening day. And for all those that we've been talking about in the space, guys, don't forget we are gonna do a cool tailgate. You know what I'm saying? With some music, some dominoes, a lot of fucking beer, and we'll owe you the snacks. We'll have the snacks. We'll owe you the patelitos. We gotta talk to Flip about that. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. We'll be there. I think. Let me see. I think it's 3 hours before. So Queens Baseball is gonna be there. A lot of us gonna be there. We're gonna try to, invite other content creators and folks that we haven't met. Last year we had 20 something people. Like, it was kind of cool, man. Cool. So so make sure you have that in mind for opening day. We're gonna get a good spot. Like we did the last time, but we'll go earlier to actually get the better spot. But it was warm last time. I don't know if it's gonna be warm this time because it's 3 weeks from today. So we'll see. But Francisco Lindor, okay, that guy's an animal. So he's already swinging the bat, throwing gloves. Guys, talk to me about Francisco Lindor.
I mean, you knew he was gonna want to. He was. I mean, he said it from the jump. We know this guy's a warrior. He wants to play every game. So if he said he wanted to play opening day, he was gonna push for it. But good signs, man. I mean, I think he started playing catch earlier this week, if I'm not mistaken. I saw some reports on that. And, I think he even Lindor told the Post that he's 100% confident that he's going to play for opening day. So it's good to see him getting some work out there. We know he's been itching to do so in some of the clips that we saw earlier in spring training. He's with the guys out there doing, talking them through some drills. So we knew this. We knew he was going to do everything in his power to make it to opening day. And again, I don't know. Has he had batting practice yet? I don't know if he's. I don't know if that's the next step or if he's done batting practice. I know he was doing some infield drills, and I believe batting practice, if he hasn't done it already, is coming up soon. And obviously, that's a good sign. So,
the swinging the bat soon. So I guess he hasn't swung a bat yet.
Yeah,
but that's what you have.
Yeah. And I think I know when this initially popped up with the hamate bone, and I think you had a space on it, Pope. We said, even if this guy gets 1 week worth of at bats in spring training, as long as he's healthy enough to play, he's gonna play. So again, I know he's a slow starter. You factor in the cold weather, the power takes a little with this injury, but I mean, I want to see him opening day. I can't lie. I'd love to see him out there. So it seems like things are progressing well, man, and we'll see. But it looks like we're gonna have number 12 out there come opening day.
Yeah.
And you.
Oh, no. I was gonna say that I'm excited. I'm excited for him to be out there. I mean, you kind of felt bad just because you see him. I think like Rick said, he's there training with the guys, but you kind of just see him standing there, itching to get out of it, just to get out there and do those drills and just be with the guys, be with with our young guys, and you love the fact that he's giving them a lot of advice and trying to give them a different point of view. But the fact that he's going through his quick treatment and he's getting closer than what we thought. It's like I said, if he's 100%, there's no reason why he shouldn't be out there. You'd rather be safe than sorry. Make sure that he's totally good, and make sure that he's straight. But if he's ready to go, man, I'm excited because this team is different when Lindor's on his P's and Q's. So I can't wait, man. This is good news so far based on what we heard a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, dude, having 12 right there as a shortstop. I mean, what more could you ask for? But we do have some updates. Shout out to Laura Albanese. She works for, I believe, the Mets, right? And she said that Luis Robert Jr., Francisco Lindor, AJ Minter, and Christian Scott all came out of yesterday's baseball activities feeling healthy. So, I mean, this is great news. As far as Lindor, I've said it since we did the live asking about him being available for opening day, and I've the way he is Lindor's a gamer. He's going to be out there, and I don't feel like he's rushing it. I feel like he's just there. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing, and he's just getting healthy. I mean, it's everybody heals differently, and you know, the guys play with pain. He's played with, I mean, what else? The freaking broken pinky and all this other stuff, or toe, whatever it was. Like
broken back.
Yeah, that too. Like spinal, but but like no, seriously, man. Lindor he's doing everything he can. I don't think he's rushing it. I think he's just doing everything. He's progressing how he is. The big test is going to be him. What's it called when he starts swinging a bat and see how he feels. That's going to be the big hurdle. I think he does that. He comes out healthy. I think they're going to keep progressing him, and he's going to do his thing. Appreciate that, Randy. She works for the Newsday. Not for Nets. But yeah, I am excited. I'm liking everything I'm hearing from his updates on his injury, and hopefully, you know, he's out there at opening day. So,
word up. I forgot to mention this, guys. I always say this. I should get fined for this when I do this. Please give the live a like, a retweet, send it to your group chat, send it to your grandma, send it to everybody. We're trying to grow, right? We're trying to do this. Obviously, we're having fun with this. You know, our goal is always going to be to continue the conversations that we're having in the spaces, and we're going to continue that. And I think we're doing that right now. But this week was, you know, WBC, and shout out to all the content creators that are doing WBC stuff. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. I had like, you know, when we had the space yesterday, it was a quick space where Randy was hosting. Shout out to you, Randy. We had like a quick like conversation, and when is the right time for the WBC? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I always felt that I like this time because even though the pitchers are not all ramped up, I don't know if you're going to stop the game for a couple of weeks. So I wanted to add that to the WBC conversation. So that's just my opinion. I know everybody feels differently about that, but I wanted to make sure that at least was talked about. But like you guys were saying about Francisco Lindor, man, like it's just one of those things, man. Like I don't know if it's just the heart of a champion. You know what I'm saying? The way he is, he's going to make it to opening day, and I wasn't too worried, especially because of the time frame of it. If he would have gotten the surgery on the day he was, it's a full 6 weeks and gives him all the way to opening day. So it would have been 6 weeks and 1 day or something like that. So if you see him in spring training the last couple of weeks, maybe 1 or 2 games, you'll see him in opening day. So love that for Francisco Lindor, and for the Met fans that enjoy you know, watching him as a hell of a player. But really quick, Carson Bench, guys. So let's go to Carson Bench.
So before we do that, shout out to everybody that's watching. We appreciate you. Let's do a little bit of some comments, man. We people here. We want to hear what they saying, right?
Any comments, guys?
Absolutely.
Oh, shout out to Swift.
Producer Rick.
I got a raise, Swift. All it took was for you and Ovi to be on PTO, and I.
So speaking of Swift, man, I appreciate you. I'm glad that you were enjoying your PTO. Even while he's on vacation, that man is working. He sent us a really good tweet. So the Mets report a 19.4 increase in ballpark-related revenue. So shout out to the Yankees. Yankees are down 6%. I'm sorry. But look, Steve Cohen asked us to show up, and we showed out. So I'm glad that there's a 19.4 increase in ballpark revenue. So hopefully this year we got better. Let me not say better players, because we got more different players. And we got
more of a complete team. Yeah.
We got more of a complete team. We got the David Stearns team. So hopefully that number increases from 19 and get into the 20s.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to Swift.
Rick, we got a question.
Oh god. Give it a flip.
DR representation.
I got you next time, bro. I had to doing laundry today, so I got you, bro. I'm gonna rock that next live. I got something for you.
All right. We got G Money Stacks in the building. He says the reason why Nolan McLean is starting on Tuesday next week is because he had some vertigo-like symptoms.
Yeah.
Money Stacks keeping us.
I think he reported. I think he reported today to Team USA, right? Nolan McLean, if I'm not mistaken. I thought I saw something that he reported today.
Yeah, it was
So,
today. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But that's pretty much it for the comments. Everybody keeping us up, like Jay French said. Shout out to the 117. That's man. Shout out to y'all, man. Appreciate you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for
I thought
spending.
Lynn was there too with the soda.
Yeah, shout out to Lynn. Shout out to
OV. Let's go. From DR. Yo, I love you guys, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I don't know where this is in DR, but it sounds like money to me. So shout out to you, OV.
I know. I can't even say that. Jesus Christ. That's foreign in DR. Yo, bring me back a presidente, bro.
Word.
Yeah,
Word. Actually, we gotta DM me, bro. We gotta talk, bro. Just one, just the one, man. Just the one. It could be even the small one, man. I just want to drink one. It's been a while. Carson Bench, guys. He's impressing. I mean, you said it yourself, Rick. I think this was you who wrote this. It's his job to lose, right? I mean, he's the boy's good. The boy's good. I am a fan of his swing more than some of us. He looks good. He had a 3-for-3 game. He had a home run. Was that his first home run? I think that was his first home run in spring training, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's
maybe.
Good, man.
I think it was his first. Yeah.
He's there, and this is why you make a decision like you do with Nimmo. You need to have space for these guys, man. You need to move Juan Soto from right to left. You know what I'm saying? You got to do these things. Carson Bench, 100% ready. Anticipate him to make the open day roster, then send down for a couple of weeks to get the extra year. That's just business, guys. Even the Mets do it. Carson Bench, you are a Mets for life, hopefully, and you're hopefully a good Met for life. Any comment?
He made a hell of a play too, Rube, in the outfield too that game. So he's been showing his arm in the outfield. He's been making some good plays out there. I'm excited to see this kid, man. And I know roster manipulation with service time and stuff like that. But if the kid's ready and he's playing well in April and he's coming out the gate firing, please don't do that shit, because I will be annoyed myself. I understand that's part of baseball, and these teams do that. Maybe, do you keep them? If you're going to do that, they might as well just start the year off with a Tauchman and Melendez and then bring them up afterwards. But I want to see this kid. So as long as he continues to perform and plays well, I think he's batting 308 right now in spring training, has a home run, a couple hits, I think about 4 or 5 hits. So playing good, like I said, playing good defense, showing his arm. So, I mean, I want to see this kid and see what he can do. I think we need that dynamic too on this team. So, I mean, it sounds like it's his job to lose. So we'll see how it shakes out.
I just want to throw this out there that everybody for the Mets that's played right field, they got a home run.
So, interesting.
Right. So you're
World
talking
Series back on? Actually, wait, hold on. Correction. World Series back off. We lost today, even though it was a spring training game.
Yes.
So right now we're off.
Tomorrow back on? Who knows? Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, any spring training games tomorrow? Because WBC now, right?
I don't think so.
You off? Oh, who knows?
I think they're off for a couple of days. I think they're done for a couple of days.
No, it's not a day off because shout out to Swift again, working like he's supposed to be.
Let's see.
He's on PTO, but he's still working because you work.
Yeah.
Extra day. Pitching tomorrow and Senga pitching on Saturday.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Manaea's pitching tomorrow. Correct. Yep.
That's right. Shout out to Swift for that. Appreciate y'all.
Shout out to G Money Stack, who said Carson Bench had a 3-hit game and he hates striking outs. I mean, he does. What how many times? 2 strikeouts, I think, only, and 20 at bats already. I like that percentage. So,
yeah.
And also the Yankees versus the Mets on Sunday at 1 p.m. You watch all the games. Baseball and the Mets gotta figure something out. We need more spring training games. We're into this shit, man. Not just about content. We like literally we're updating each other on stupid score boxes. We can't do that, man. You gotta show at least 80% of the games, man. Please, man. I don't care if it's in daytime. Y'all can afford it. Come on, Stevie. I know that's an SNY thing, but me and Randy had a conversation last night, but real quick before because I know we're about to go over. We looked at the SNY contract, and they have the Mets to 2035 unless something else happens. So
Jesus.
I didn't see an opt out there. I thought it was something that was supposed to happen in 2 years.
What is this?
No deferrals. No deferrals.
I don't know if Cohen wants to buy a $2 billion
player option,
TV station. So
no TV
with a lot of debt,
option.
we'll see. I don't know if that's gonna work. I thought that Cohen's vision was doing their own network, like just their own like Mets network. So, but like kind of like what SNY was, but before it got bought out. So that's something interesting. So I don't know if that's gonna help or hurt, or I mean 10 years is a long time. So yeah. So just a little tidbit on that. Unless I find out more information, and then the Pope will be wrong again. But it looks like 2035 is when the SNY contract is. And we viewing wise, I mean they're awesome. We're gonna see what the look of it's gonna be without John DeMarcus or whatever his name is. So unfortunately, whatever happened there, he's no longer there in SNY. So, but it's gonna still be Mets baseball with the three goats for at least in the next couple of years. And then Cohen has a decision to make, man. I think so. Cohen has decisions to make. So, let's see where we at. Okay, so Benj. So we spoke about Benj, Brett Beatty, guys. To end the live, talk to me.
Are we allowed to
Brett
talk?
Beatty.
Are we allowed to like say positive things about Beatty? I don't know.
Yeah, because Queens baseball actually likes Brett Beatty. This is okay. It's not personal.
Hot shout out to Mayo King.
We like some Brett Beatty. All right, so he looks impressive in spring training so far.
Yeah,
I don't run yesterday. What was that today?
He played right field. He played. That was today. He hit a 2-run homer. I think he played right field today for the first time as well. So
I couldn't watch it, guys. So
I didn't watch it either. So I want to pretend like I watched the game. I did not watch it, but I saw some clips out there. They also had a clip of him working in right field. The dude's an athlete, man. You could tell the way he was turning his hips, paws, like going, reacting. He was doing some drills. So, yeah, we like Brett Beatty. We just also think Vientos has a place on his team unless he's traded, because his value is super low and you don't want to just give up on someone that flashed. I don't want to rehash it, but it's common sense, right? So, but anyways, I'm excited about Beatty, man. I mean, listen, he showed something last year. He had a nice second half. We know what he could do with the glove. We know that he's versatile. Vientos does not, I want to repeat, he does not take away at bats from Beatty to a certain extent, but he's going to play. I think the rough patch for both of them is going to be the beginning of the year, right? That those first couple weeks where the starters are going to probably play every day. So just finding them like time, and then as the season plays out, Beatty's going to be an impact player for this team. So so far so good, man. But looking good out there. I know he's played in a couple spring training games, so we'll see how he progresses. But he's one of the guys that I'm watching closely.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think versatility is key when it comes to Brett Beatty, and I think that he's using that to his strong suit. He's using that to his advantage. But again, I think this year when it comes to Brett Beatty, not only being able to play the field on a consistent basis, but how his power is going to play into effect. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's such a good contact hitter that I think even this year, the conversation with Brett Beatty is going to be about his power and how that can be played in full effect. So it's going to be a very interesting year for him, just because of the fact that, again, his versatility is always coming into question. How he's going to play right field. And again, we spoke about right field. Right field seems to be the position that everybody's fighting for right now. It seems to be the hot position in on the field for the Mets. So, there's a red carpet for him there as well. And like I said, if that versatility kicks in and he can duplicate even better numbers that he has done offensively, I think we will definitely see a much better year from Brett Beatty than we saw even last year.
Yeah, so the thing is, all right, so I guess I'll give some context. The reason why I call him Mayo King is because there was a post that they asked Nolan McLean what was the one thing that people say they like, but they really don't? And then you see Brett Beatty walking, and he says mayonnaise, and then he's like, "I love mayonnaise. I love mayonnaise on everything." So that's why I said Mayo King. But as far as Brett Beatty, he's been impressive. I mean, he's played third base, he's played first base, and he's played right field. And he looks, and like you said, Rick, he's an athlete. He looks comfortable wherever he's at, and that makes him valuable, of course. But for me, is the hitting. Can he replicate what he did last year, and maybe take it a step further? That's what I want to see. And right now, he's doing his thing. He's getting his reps. He's getting his mechanics down, and he's driving the ball. I mean, his home run was Oppo. I mean, that's great. I'm excited to see him. I think a lot of his reps are going to come at first base and third base. I don't think he's going to play much right field, but it's good to see him out there and look good. So I'm hoping that he continues to develop. Baseball is a game of repetition. The more you get it, the better you're going to be at it. So I'm liking it. It's going to get more interesting now when Luis Robert gets into the game, and then see what's his name? Jesus Christ, I'm drawing a blank.
TT
Polanco, Tauchman, TT.
And when they start getting more reps, because as we've discussed before, Tauchman is it's one of those things. It's like he got to get his at bats, because he has to basically make the team, or else he's going to opt out and say, "Hey, I'll go somewhere else." So it's going to be real interesting for Mendy once it starts getting closer and closer to opening day, on how he's going to start dividing those at bats.
Word. And I'm looking at the box score, guys. It looks like he did play some right field today. So I'm not saying he didn't play first. Shout out to you, Randy.
Yeah, he played right field. Yeah.
Yeah. So we said, and G Money Stacks also is this. I don't know if it's you're talking about today's game. He did play some right field though. So obviously you can see the game, because unless you see it through somebody's iPhone or some shit. Again, baseball gotta do better. Film everything, man. Film everything. Beatty's versatile. You're right, 100%. First, second, third. 2 years ago, or is that 3 years ago? Left field, a little bit left field. Now he's gonna do some right. Let's see if the arm
Second
plays
base.
out. He has a solid arm for third, but let's see what happens to right. Right's a different animal. Before the season started, I didn't mind him at left. Right field, I'm a little nervous, but I think he can do it. He doesn't have to play that much there. That's why you have Carson Bench. This is why you have Luis Bob Jr. This is why you have TT. You have a little bit of Tuckman, Touchman, if you want to go there with that joke. So it's enough. I like this team. I'm starting to like AJ Melendez is going to have a chance this year. I'm telling you, he's going to start in AAA because you don't want to lose that option. But he's going to have a chance this year. It's going to be a solid team, man. I don't want to jinx it. I still think late 80s, early 90s, and that's solid enough to be first, second in the wild card or fight for the division. As the weeks go by, months go by, we're going to see what this team is about. We got to give them more than the 2-3 months. Remember last year we were, top team, record-wise, top team, and then it didn't happen that way. So
halfway through June.
Word up. So, and then the June, if you know, you know. So what happened in June in Citi Field. But, so yes, he plays some right field, Randy. I appreciate you. But we're going to wrap it up. There's a little bit of a conversation we can get to, but we're going to start with that next week, and it's about the pitching conversation about, do we have enough pitching? So we're going to start with that. We're going to lead with that next week, a little preview to that. But I want to say thank you again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate y'all. You always support us in the space, and now you're supporting us in the live.
Thank you.
Tweet it, like it, send it to your grandma, to your aunts, everybody. The group chat. Send it to the group chats. Make sure they give it a like. So, any last word, guys?
Every Met fan that you know, and tell them to send it to every Met fan they know. And then that's how we'll start.
Like and subscribe, man. And like I said, as the weeks go on, we're growing. We're thinking of new ideas. Maybe we'll start implementing some of the people that we interact with on the spaces. So that's coming soon. So yeah, we're just getting started, but again, appreciate the love and yeah, we'll be back at it next weekend. We have some baseball, some competitive baseball tomorrow. So please tune into that.
And I hope that you guys enjoyed like we're trying to like Rick said, expand. We're talking about a little bit more just about the Mets. We're gonna start with that. This week was the WBC, so want to make sure. Top, you have something?
Yeah, no, this is the best time to subscribe and follow Queens baseball. We're starting off in the midst of WBC, and then obviously we smacked in straight to the season, man. So the content is only going to get bigger. It's only going to get better. Not only as a team, but individually. Follow each one of us. Follow the guys that are taking their well-deserved PTO, and again, the content with the season starting, it's only going to keep growing. It's only going to keep getting better. And yeah, man, again, this is the best. This podcast right here is going to give you the best Mets content. I said it. That's how I feel. Enjoying the ride with us, man.
Oh yeah, and
spicy.
Go DR, baby.
Let's go.
DR.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
Always Queens baseball, y'all.
Let's get it, man.
Peace out, guys.
What I really think is that we haven't even seen the David Stearns team yet. We haven't even seen the David Stearns vision yet.
I love